Unreal Engine 5's new sound software improved our entire game's frame rate by 75% just by implementing it into footsteps. This new software is called MetaSounds, and to understand why it is so powerful and how it works, we're going to need to do a quick lesson in game development. Traditionally, when you're making a sound effect for something in your game, for example, a footstep, you want the sound of that footstep to be realistic. So you would have a unique sound for each different surface you could walk on. Walking on metal and walking on sand should sound very different. You also want different sounds based on the type of shoe that your character is wearing. And for each of those options, you want multiple sound bites so the footsteps don't sound super repetitive. But when you put all of that together, you get this thing called a sound cue that essentially selects a random sound bite given the surface material and shoe type. And then it will randomly slightly pitch it up or down for even more variation. And as you can probably guess, this is not efficient because every step that any character or enemy takes has to create its own individual massive sound cue. And each sound cue has to have every sound bite loaded in memory and ready to go because in theory, it could randomly select any one of them. But this is where MetaSounds comes in. Instead of creating and destroying these massive sound cues on every step, MetaSounds runs constantly in the background, so whenever a step is taken, the information is sent over to MetaSounds, it runs the randomizer and the sound editing code, and then it only goes to the exact file location it needs to get that one sound bite, instead of having to keep all sounds loaded at all times. Just changing our footsteps from sound cues to MetaSounds improved our game's frame rate by around 75%, which is something